right, Spider-Man. What about you, Demond? Who coming out on
I
top?
mean, Spider Man. I just have to. I just wanted to put that scenario out there with with
The fear toxin.
The fear
the
top.
fear toxin and the Spider Man's Spidey sense
Hmm.
because
Okay.
nobody's ever been able to challenge that. I don't
Hmm.
think,
Hmm.
Okay.
except for Mysterio.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Batman. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Maybe I'm putting too much on that prep time and his gadgets and Alfred and the Batcave. But
That-
okay, that's what I think.
I like this. I like these scenarios because who knows, right? It's
Right.
just
Yeah.
how what you read on in the comics. And no, I don't think anybody's ever read every comic, for each character, but it's what you
Hmm.
know. So your knowledge of this character from the media that you've consumed, what
Oh
would you
yeah.
say? And in my mind, I say Spider-Man. Even though, to be fair, I've read much more Spider-Man comics and stories than Batman.
Yeah, I would say that too. I read more Spider-Man comics than Batman. Um, yeah. Okay. All right. Who's next on the list? Iron Man. It's Batman taking Iron Man out with prep time. Now they both smart, right? They both got tech, and I think is Iron Man tech better? Probably, yeah. Iron Man tech is better.
Um,
Who
I
got what?
yeah, I remember being like 16, riding on the bus with my cousin Daryl, and we had this exact same conversation about who would win. And Daryl is a huge Batman fan, and at the time I was a huge Iron Man fan. I 8 out of 10 times Iron Man beats
Oh yeah.
Batman.
Yeah,
And here's another thing. What version of Batman are we talking about? Are we talking about like just in general Justice League,
we
Batman
talk.
who's encountered Superman and all them?
I will say Justice League Batman when they have the what's the thing in the sky called? What is that called? The Justice Tower.
Watchtower.
Yeah,
Oh, the
Watchtower.
Watchtower. Okay,
the
yeah, all
Watchtower.
right,
Yeah,
all right,
I would say that
all
Batman
right.
because that's kind of like
So
that's the
sure.
peak. I would say that's the
Okay,
peak.
Uh-huh.
let's roll with that Batman.
The
Iron Man.
part time of Batman.
The
Uh,
part-time Batman. It definitely wouldn't be the first 2 3 years Batman because he
but
definitely
that's
got
right. That's the yeah.
Yeah.
That's the strategist Batman most
right.
people are familiar with.
Yeah. So he said Iron Man. Yeah, I'll say Iron Man. Even with prep, his tech, the Iron, nah, Batman gonna get whooped. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna
I
try to.
agree.
How you gonna short circuit nanotechnology? He gonna come in with his EMP gun, Batman.
He gonna he gonna shoot a nuke and disable all electricity
Yeah.
and
You gonna find him with his robot,
Uh-huh.
his mech tech.
Uh,
oh
yeah, I
man.
know people gonna be angry. So let me stop trying to clown Batman. But let me be as serious as possible. Uh, Iron Man, because I know people will watch this and they gonna come back. He
They
talking
gonna
crazy about Batman.
Batman, yeah. Well, if somebody was
He
talking
don't
crazy
even
to
know.
me, cause I was now. I mean, maybe I was wrong, but I was clowning. What's the Batman from the '60s? That wacky show,
The,
goofy.
the Adam West
Yeah,
Batman.
I
Adam
was clowning
West.
Adam West because
Yeah.
they were coming after me.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever got attacked.
Rest in peace. Adam West was
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But all right, okay. Yeah, I think Iron Man take that. Reed Richard, Batman taking out
Mr.
Reed Richard,
Fantastic
Mr.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Reed Richard.
is
This one, I think this one, I would think it would be like Vince's first scenario when if they clash different. This would be like I would say maybe a five, like yeah,
so you
five out of
saying
10.
So you're saying okay? So you're saying it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think it's a 50-50 fan. I think he's too smart. I think his intelligence gonna trump whatever Batman got laid out. Um, yeah, I think his intelligence is way. It's ain't he like top three or top or number two, number one outside of
Yeah,
Mr.
but are
Freeze?
you relying on intelligence or are you relying on fighting skills as well?
I mean, he
You
built a
talking about a
fantastic.
clash? Yeah, just a clash. Intelligence and fighting skills. If they meet with all the ideas and combat stuff, um, Reed Richards would throw Batman in another dimension.
Right.
He would teleport him somewhere, and that's the
Yeah,
end of that.
yeah. That's what I think will happen. Yeah,
Are you okay? Well,
yeah. I mean, cause you think about what he got access to, and it, cause he, yeah, that's a good point. He would get.
Batman gonna run at Reed Richards with his bowler, try to wrap his legs up. Reed Richards.
That would be
Yeah.
hilarious. Um, all right. This one should. This one we kind of know what could happen, but if Batman had all prep time, can he beat Superman? And he already proved that, right? But did he beat him, or did he show?
So, so I mean, like I said, I'm unfamiliar with all of Batman's storylines, but the media
Okay.
that I've consumed on Batman, he doesn't necessarily beat Superman. He might,
Right.
disable him for a little bit. Get some good hits in, incapacitate him for a little bit.
yeah.
Um, but it's always like a millisecond of him, from what I remember. It's always like a millisecond from him getting his ribs broken. It's always him just this close to getting away. So yeah, and that's why I propose these battles like that. So out of 10 classes, Batman he'll get four over on Superman.
Okay. Yeah, because again, with Batman rule, Batman don't kill, right? So at some point, and Superman don't kill either. But
Yeah,
I,
that's what I
I, I
say. They both have the same moral
Mm-hmm.
compass where they don't kill.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they don't kill. Um, yeah, I think with Well, see, just think Batman gonna run and go get kryptonite. So, I mean, but then again, I think your point is really valid. What Batman is what universe? Because I think that really plays a part of what he's gonna have access to. So I think,
Hmm.
I think that can go back and forth. So we can go back and forth about that all day. But I think it depends. It really depends.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Superman wins 7 out of 10 times. That's what
Superman
I'll
will
say.
say,
7 out of 10. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because
We gotta stop dick riding Batman.
no,
Like, in all reality, he a dude.
Yeah.
you're right.
He a dude.
But you gotta respect, cause he beat some people he should
Sure,
not have
sure.
beat.
That's right. You right. You right. You
Yeah.
right.
He
But
beat
he
some.
always punching up though. But you right.
You gotta respect his utility belt. Um, now,
His
Miles
handyman
Morales.
belt.